IELTS speaking topic happy things. Questions 1. What makes you feel happy? Answer. For me, it's the little things, like spending time with a close friend, listening to my favorite music, or a quiet walk in nature. Even something as simple as a cup of coffee in the morning can make my day feel brighter. It's those small joys that really brings a smile to my face. Questions 2. Do you think people are happier now than in the past? Answer. It's hard to say, but I feel like it was simpler back then. All enjoyed face to face connection more, and now, while there are more conveniences, the constant digital world can sometimes make it harder to fully relax, and I think finding joy depends more on how we choose to live each day, regardless of the time period. Questions 3. What kind of things do you do when you are happy? Answer. When I'm feeling good or happy, I love to share that energy with others. I might call up a friend or do something spontaneous, and sometimes I even bake a batch of cookies or watch a feel good movie, and I feel like happiness is contagious, and I love to spread it around whenever I can. Questions 4. What do you think is the key to be happy? Answer. I believe it's about balance, finding time for yourself and focusing on the things you love and not letting stress take over. A positive mindset also plays a big role, as I have noticed. The more I focus on the good, the better I feel. It's really about appreciating the present moment, the power of now. Questions 5. Is there someone you know who always seems happy? Answer. Sure, my friend. He's got this amazing way of staying upbeat no matter what's happening around him. It's like nothing phases him, and he always knows how to make others laugh. Spending time with him always lifts my spirits. Topic: chocolates. Questions 1. Do you like eating chocolate? Answer. Absolutely. I've got quite a sweet tooth, and a sweet treat can really brighten my mood. I tend to go for the dark variety, just the right balance of the sweetness and the slight bitterness. It's something I'll always keep handy for those little pick-me-up moments. Questions 2. How often do you eat chocolate? Answer. Not every day, but probably a couple of times a week, and I save it as a little indulgence, especially when I need to unwind after a long day. It's like my own mini reward that helps me relax and recharge. Questions 3. Do you prefer chocolate bars or chocolate flavored desserts? Answer. I'd lean toward dessert, especially cakes and brownies. There is just something more satisfying about warm, gooey sweet dish after a meal that hits the spot. It feels like the perfect way to wrap up any special occasion or even just a cozy evening. Questions 4. Did you like chocolate as a child? Answer. Oh, for sure. I was the kid who would sneak a piece of chocolate when no one was looking. Yeah, that's my secret. My favorite was always the creamy milk variety. It felt like a tiny celebration every time, even though it brings back memories of childhood whenever I have a taste. Questions 5. Is there a specific type of chocolate you have never tried but want to? Answer. I have heard about ruby flavored sweets, but haven't had the chance to taste it yet. Apparently, it has a fruity undertone which sounds quite different, and I'd love to give it a go and see how it compares to the ones I usually enjoy. Topic: morning routine. Questions 1. What do you usually do in the morning? Answer. I always start the day with a glass of water to hydrate and make my bed, and then followed by a quick stretch to loosen up. After that, I make sure that to have a hearty breakfast something simple like eggs or cereal to fuel my day. It really helps to set the tone for the rest of the day. Questions 2. Do you think having a morning routine is important? Answer. Absolutely. Having a daily pattern keeps me organized and less stressed. When I stick to a schedule, it feels like the rest of the day falls into place. It also gives me a sense of control over how my day starts. 3. Is your morning routine different on weekend? Answer. Oh yes, there are a lot of more laid back and I tend to sleep in a bit longer and take my time with a breakfast. There is no rush to get anywhere, so I enjoy the slower pace and sometimes I will treat myself to a special brunch too. Questions 4. Do you like exercising in the morning? Answer. I try to. I think it really wakes me up and gets my energy going for the day. Even if it's just a short walk or some stretches, it feels like an accomplishment. But I won't lie. Sometimes it's hard to find the motivation. Questions 5. Have you ever changed your morning routine? Answer. I've in fact made small changes over time. I used to skip breakfast, but I realized it made me sluggish. I have no energy. And now I make sure to eat something nutritious. Also, I've started waking up earlier to have a bit more quiet time before the day starts. It makes a big difference in how I feel. Topic time management. Questions 1. Do you think you manage your time well? Answer. I would like to think so. I try to stay organized and stick to a routine most days, but honestly, there are times when I procrastinate, especially when I think that it comes when to take the task I don't enjoy. I just make sure to catch up before things pile up too much. Questions 2. How do you manage your time when you have a busy day? Answer. If I know I've got a day ahead, I usually start by listing out everything I need to get done. Prioritizing helps, so I focus on the most important thing first. Plus, I always leave some buffer time for breaks or else I would burn out by the afternoon. Questions 3. Is it easy for you to finish things on time? Answer. Most of the time, yes. I usually give myself a little caution to avoid last minute panic, but of course, there are moments when distractions pop up and I fall behind, especially when I have to travel somewhere. That's when I scramble to get back on track. Questions 4. How do you feel when you can't finish everything on your to-do list? Answer. It's pretty frustrating, to be honest. I try to not beat myself up over it, but it can be stressful when I know I've let some things slip. That's it. I always remind myself that there is another day tomorrow to get things done. And I mean, after all, it's just a chores. Questions 5. Do you know anyone who's great at managing their time? Answer. My friend Sam is like a time management guru. He's super efficient and never seems to have a rush moment. I don't know how he does it, but he always balances work, social life, and hobbies like it's no big deal. I think I need to learn or have a classes from him. Topic fast food. Questions 1. Do you like eating fast food? Answer. I do. It's so easy and quick when I'm not in the mood to go to the kitchen, and sometimes nothing beats a fast meal when you're really hungry and I just grab something on the go and I'm all set for the day. Also the taste. I can't describe how addictive they are for me. Yeah. Questions 2. How often do you eat fast food? Answer. I would say maybe once a week or so. I try not to have it too often, but it's hard to resist when I'm out and about. It's just convenient, especially when I don't have much time to cook. Questions 3. What's your favorite type of fast food? Answer. I love steamed momos. They are light, tasty, and always hit the spot. Plus, they're not too heavy, so I can enjoy them anytime. I even like to have them as a quick snack when I am on a break or if I'm traveling to cold places. Questions 4. Is there any specific fast food you want to try? Answer. For sure. I've been dying to try this Korean hot dog, bulgogi or tteokbokki. Yeah, they look so delicious with the crispy outside and the gooey, cheesy filling. I've seen so many people rave about it, so it's definitely on my list whenever I get them in my city. Question 5. Do you know anyone who only eats fast food? Answer. Of course, my friend Sam, for sure. He's always working those long shifts and practically lives off burger and fries, and he barely has time to cook anything else. And I keep telling him to switch things up, but he says it's just easier this way. Topic cartoon. Questions 1. Do you watch cartoon as a kid? Answer. Oh, absolutely. As a child, watching animated shows was something I look forward to every day, and the excitement of sitting down after school to catch my favorite episode is still a vivid memory. It was a huge part of growing up, though I must admit I had my share of beating off for overwatching it. Questions 2. What was your favorite cartoon? Answer. Without a doubt, Tom and Jerry takes the top spot. Toy Story, or yeah, a lot of movies, I guess. The constant chase and the hilarious antics were always so entertaining. Even though I can easily rewatch this episode and laugh just as hard, it never gets old. Questions 3. Do you think cartoons are still popular today? Answer. For sure. Even though styles have evolved, the appeal has not faded. Children today are just as hooked on these shows, and they seem to enjoy the new ones as much as we enjoyed the classic. But still, I think 90s cartoons were much funnier and classy. Questions 4. Do you watch cartoon nowadays? Answer. Not often, but every now and then I will catch an episode with my younger cousins and or revisit a classic for nostalgic like a Power Rangers, Harry Potter. It's a fun way to relax and reconnect with a simple time. Questions 5. Will you make your own cartoon? If yes, what would be about? Answer. That sounds fun. If I ever created one, it would probably involve a mix of adventure and humor. Maybe a quirky character animation with lots of twists and funny moments, something like light-hearted but engaging. Topic shopping. Questions 1. Do you enjoy shopping? Answer. Oh, absolutely. It's always exciting to pick out new things, whether it's a clothes, gadget, perfume, or even groceries. I love the thrill of finding something I didn't even know I needed. Questions 2. How often do you go shopping? Answer. Honestly, not too frequently. Maybe once a week for essentials and once a month for other stuff. But if there is a sale or something I've been eyeing for a while, I might head out more often. It's so fun to see what's out there, especially bookstore. Question 3. What do you usually buy when shopping? Answer. I tend to pick up clothes or accessories most of the time. But I also enjoy shopping for books or home decor whenever I feel like refreshing my space. Questions 4. Do you prefer shopping online or in stores? Answer. I'm more into digital buying these days. It's convenient and I love browsing through options at my own pace, but I do enjoy going to stores to actually feel or try things on, especially when it comes to clothes. Questions 5. Is shopping popular in your country? Answer. For sure. It's a favorite pastime for a lot of people here, and malls are always bustling with activity, and there are plenty of markets and shops where people enjoy hanging out with friends or family. Topic feeling lonely. Questions 1. Do you ever feel lonely? Answer. Definitely, there are times when I feel a bit disconnected, especially when I'm by myself for a long time. It's not the best feeling, but I guess we all go through it sometimes. I usually try to keep busy to distract myself from it. Questions 2. When do you feel the loneliest? Answer. Mostly during quiet evening after a busy day. That's when I notice it the most. I will be relaxing and it suddenly hits me. I don't know why, but it does. I usually watch a show or listen to music to shake off that feeling. Questions 3. How do you cope when you feel alone? Answer. I usually call up my friend or someone from my family just to check in the condition. Yeah, or just to talk. It helps a lot. If I cannot do that, I will head outside for a walk or dive into a hobby, and keeping occupied really helps to avoid overthinking things. And if it does not help, I just hit the sack and sleep. Questions 4. Do you think technology helps when you feel isolated? Answer. In some ways it does. It's great for staying in touch through calls and messages, but it's not the same as a meeting up in person. Video calls are better though. At least I get to see someone's face, which makes a big difference and gives me relief about their condition. And they can see my real condition through video. Questions 5. Do you know anyone who never feels disconnected? Answer. My friend Sam never seems to feel like that. He's always got people around him and something going on, and I've never seen him down, always upbeat and in the middle of something fun. He's just got the energy that keeps him going, but maybe he does not show. Now that I think of it, I must talk to him to see if he really is that chirpy or not. Topic: dramas or TV serial. Questions 1. Do you like watching TV serials? Answer. I'm not really into them because they tend to be overly dramatic and lack realism, but once in a while, to entertain myself when I'm bored, I enjoy watching something with a gripping plot, especially crime or revenge-based series, and those are much more exciting for me. Questions 2. What kind of TV serial do you like to watch? Answer. I usually go for a language dramas with a strong crime and revenge theme. It's sometimes English or Korean, Chinese, and Japanese, and they have a perfect balance of suspense and intensity, which keeps me on the edge of my seat even though I don't watch it often. When I do, it's got to have some serious twist. Questions 3. Do you prefer watching TV serial or movies? Answer. I generally go for films because they are concise and don't drag on. Serials tend to stretch things out unnecessarily. That being said, I cannot deny that a well-written series can sometimes be more addictive than a movie like a Squid Game or Stranger Things. Questions 4. Is there any series you loved watching as a kid? Answer. I was not super into watching shows as a schooler, but I do remember checking on Shaktiman a few times since all my friends were obsessed with it, and it never became a favorite, though I did enjoy watching it with them. Now and just to make fun of the plot and acting of the actress and the actor. Question 5. What's a popular TV serial in your country right now?